Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. it was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 98th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
Hi, I am Karthik Rannan. I am the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with XLR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
the journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success. During
I'll share my screen. Can you all see my screen? Are you able to see the screen? Okay, great. Fine. So yesterday we discussed about the loops concept in Java. So in today's session, we'll just do the recap of the yesterday's session, and we'll go for the solving of different programs. And so the main session agenda for today is we'll just recap the loops and work on the programs. So for recapping the loops, yesterday we discussed what is loop and what are the types of loops available in Java, and what is its purpose, syntax, and basic example, right? Yes, okay, sure, Ravindra. So loop is nothing but it will perform some certain amount of task repeatedly based on the condition. There are three types of loops available in Java. One is for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So for each and every loop, we understand the concept and its purpose, and we learn the syntax, and we did the coding. So, and then after learning these loops, we also discussed about break and continue statements. So we understood where should we use break and continue. Is it? So are you clear with yesterday's session, or do you have any doubts? If it is clear, give yes or else no. I could see only 2 responses. I'm expecting more. Okay, great. Okay, fine. Then in today's session, we'll discuss and focus on programs that are most repetitively asked in MNCs. So be focused on the session. So the first program is even number and odd number. Yesterday, we completed this using for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So I'm no longer discussing about this. So we'll jump into the next sum of digits of a number. So in today's session, what we'll do is we'll first understand the concept, I mean the problem statement. First, we'll read the problem statement, which is nothing but we'll understand the input and we'll check what should be the expected output. Once we understand the problem, with the given problem, then we'll write different test cases, maybe 2 to 3 test cases. We'll write 2 to 3 test cases, which is not test case is nothing but we'll take different inputs and we'll write it out the output, what may be the output, right? Once we clear with the problem statement and test cases, then we'll understand the pattern, analyze the pattern, and we'll write the approach. Approach is nothing but it's not a coding. We'll just write the sentences like English level. Like we can also say it pseudocode. So we'll write it. We'll write the approach in English language itself. After that, we'll try to code it in programming language. And then we'll do the dry run, whether it's working fine or not. We'll just debug. Once it is done, we'll execute it through Eclipse or whatever the IDE you are using. Okay, this is our main agenda for each and every program. So let's get started with the first program. The first program is sum of digits of a number. So this is the program. The sample output is, for example, if I am giving one photo, the output should be 7, because which is nothing but 1 plus 4 plus 2 equals to 7. Okay. First we'll read the problem statement. Okay, this is the problem statements. They'll provide one input, and based on that input, we have to give the sum of each and every digit in that number. For example, here the input is 142. So we need to sum each and every digit, which is nothing but 1 plus 4 plus 2, which is 7. So our output should be 7. Is it clear, everyone? Is the problem statement clear? What we need to take and what should be expected output? Yes, great. So in the second step, we'll try to take few more test cases, 2 to 3 test cases. So you tell me any 2 test cases. I'll write it out here. You can provide any test case. Okay, 104. Alekia provided 104. Okay, the expected output should be 5, because 1 plus 0 plus 4 equals to 5, right? And Aman provided 7423. 7423. Yes. What should be the output here? 7 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3, which is nothing but 16. Is it? Yes. So let's take 3 test cases. That's it. And I'm happy that most of you are providing multiple test cases. Let's take only 2 to 3 test cases. That is more than enough for now. So we understand the problem statement and we wrote the 2 to 3 test cases. So now we'll understand the pattern of the program, how to achieve it, what is happening. Let's try to debug that. So we understood that we need to take the input, and for the output, what should we have to do? We should add each and every digit in the given number. So my output should be 1. For example, for 104, what should be the output? 1 plus 0 plus 4, right? So if you say this, we are adding it we are adding each and every number. 1 plus 0 plus 4, sorry, 5. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So 1 plus 0 plus 4, which is nothing but, can I write it as 4 plus 0 plus 1? Is it same? Is it same or not? I'm just reversing it. Instead of taking it from front, I'm just taking it from back. Yes, great. So for 7423 also, it will be same. 7423, I'm just taking, first we took it as from front side. So, which is equals to 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7, right? We are taking it from back side. So, let's see this pattern. The back, what we are taking from backward. So, if you consider the last digit is coming first, and the last second is coming in the second, and from last, what is the third? It's coming from the third, from the starting point, like forward and backward. So can you tell me how can we get 3 from this 7423? How can we get last digit? We have many operators: plus, minus, modulus, divide. So which operator I have to use to get the last digit? Yes, good, great response. We have to use the modulus operator. So, for example, if I take 7423, if I use modulus and if I'm dividing with 10, What should be my reminder? What should be my reminder? 3 will be my reminder. Yes. So after that, okay, good. We got 3, fine. So next what we have to take? We have to take 2. How we will get 2? So which is nothing but 742 modulus 10, right? Through this we'll get 2, is it? And then 74 modulus 10, we'll get 4. And then 7 modulus 10, what we'll get? We'll get 7. Did you understand it? How we are getting 3, 2, 4, 7, or any doubts? I just saw one yes, one response. Okay, great, great. So we understood that we need to get the remainder of the number and we have to add it. So the remainder here is 3. And next, what should we have to do? We have to take this remainder plus the next remainder, which is 2. And once we add these 2, then we need to add plus 4. And then we need to add plus 7, right? So for this case, what I'll do is, which is nothing but let's take n equals to 7423. Okay, I'll just use n modulus 10, which will gives me remainder. So I'll assign it to the remainder variable. I'll just assign it to remainder variable. Okay, so that we'll get the remainder of each and every number. So here, if we do this, we'll get 3. Then how to get 2? We need to divide that with, we need to divide 742 with 10 instead of 7423, which is nothing but, if you observe it, it is n by 10. If you take 7423 divided with 10, what will be my quotient? 742, right? Modulus operator will gives remainder and division gives quotient. Okay. So if you do like, if you divide this with 742 with 10, what will be my output? What is the quotient here? Yes, 74. And then if I did that for 74, what will be my quotient? 7. Great. So you understood, right? So for getting the remainder, we are using modulus operator. For getting the quotient, we are using a division operator. Okay. Great. So after I get it, so my n should be n by 10, is it? First my n should be 7423 only. So I'll divide it with 10. So once I divide it with, modulus with 10, I'll get the remainder. After that, my n should be 742, which is nothing but quotient of that number. So I am just dividing it with 10 and I'm assigning it to the same input value. Okay. So after that, what should we have to do? We need to sum, right? The main purpose of the program is sum. We need to sum all the digits of the number. So I'm just taking sum equals to sum plus remainder. Did you get it? Why I'm using sum equals to sum plus remainder? We'll do the dry run if you have doubts. So it will be clear while we are doing dry run too. So the sum equals to sum plus remainder. Okay, we got it. We know that this should be run repeatedly. So we need to use some loop, right? First, it would be 7423 by modulus 10, and then 742 by modulus 10, and then 74 by modulus 10. So we are repeating this task. So we need to use some loop, right? In that case, we use yes. Yes, good. So we need to use while loop. I am using while loop. Till which condition I need to iterate it? To which condition I need to iterate? Can anyone say? Till my number is 0, right? Yes. If I didn't get any number, yes. If the number is greater than 0, we can say, right? For example, at first time, while it is running, the n should be 7423, right? We'll do the dry run here as we wrote the piece of code. So we'll do the dry run. Yes, we can also use not equals to. We can also use not equals to, yes. So for example, I'm doing the dry run here. First, it should be in the while loop. Step 1 in the while loop. 74, it will check 7423 is, I'll take, okay, anything. 7423 is greater than 0. Is it greater than 0? Is it true? Yes, it is true. So what it will do? Yeah, we'll initialize sum equals to 0 first. Yep. So it is true. Once it is true, what it will do? It will enter into the for loop. So in the loop, what we are doing? In the loop, what we are doing? We are taking the remainder. So the remainder is 7423 modulus 10, which is nothing but, what is the remainder here? Yes, 3 will be our remainder. So we got 3 here. And then in the next statement, this is just statement 1 in the while loop. In the next statement, what we have wrote? We wrote n equals to n by 10, which is nothing but 7423 by 10. So what will be my n value now? It will give coefficient, which is nothing but 742, right? Yes. So after that, in the third step, what we are doing? We are adding it. The first, top of the while loop, we initialize the sum with 0. So at first, the sum will be 0. 0 plus remainder. What is our remainder here? It is 3. Okay, great. Right? So after this, again it will go to the while loop. What is my n value now? N value is 742. In the second iteration, I'll write second iteration. In the second iteration, what it will do? It will check the while condition. What is my n value now? 742. Is 742 greater than 0? Yes, it is true. It is greater than 0. So what it will do? It will do take the remainder. So remainder is nothing but n modulus 7, which is nothing but 742 modulus 10. So what is the remainder here? We'll get 2 exactly. We'll get 2. So after that, the next step would be n equals to n by 2, which is nothing but 742 by 10. What is my coefficient here? N will be 74. Yes. And in the third step, what we are doing? Sum equals to sum plus remainder. The previous sum is 3, right? 0 plus 3 equals to 3. So we are doing the sum. Previous sum is 3. Sum plus, which is nothing but 3 plus the remainder, which is nothing but 2. So the sum will be 5 now. Okay. So in the third iteration, what it will do? It will again go for the while loop and it will check the condition. What's our n value now? It will be 74. So is 74 greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. So it will be true. So what it will do? It will enter into the while loop and it will execute the statements. So my remainder now will be 74 modulus 10, which is nothing but, what is my remainder now? 4. Yes. So in the next step, what we are doing? We are assigning n with n by 10, which is nothing but 74 by 10. What is coefficient here? 7. My n should be 7 now, will be 7 now. And then in the third step, what we are doing? We are adding sum, previous sum plus remainder. What is our previous sum value? It's 5. So 5 plus, what is our remainder now? It's 4. So 5 plus 4. So in this, the sum will be 9, right? Yes. So in the fourth iteration, what it will check? It will again go to the while loop and it will check the condition. What is my condition now? N is 7. Is n 7 greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. So it will be true. So it will enter into the while loop and it will do the remaining operation, execute the remaining statements. So which is nothing but it will take the remainder. So 7 modulus 10. What is my remainder now? Remainder will be 7. Did you get it? Remainder will be 7. Do you want me to do it, or do you know, like if it takes 7 or so this is 7, and here we are trying to divide with 10. So it is 0 times, right? There is we won't get 10 into 1 is 10, so it will be 0 times. So 10 into 0 is 0. What will be our remainder now? 7 would be our remainder. What is our coefficient? 0 will be our coefficient. Got it? So here the remainder will be 7. And in the next step, what it will do? It will do n equals to n by 10, which is nothing but 7 by 10. What is my coefficient now? Can anyone tell what's my coefficient? If it is 7 by 10, just now we discussed here. What is our coefficient? 0 will be our coefficient. Yes, 0 will be our coefficient, which is nothing but we are assigning n equals to 0. And then what we are doing? We are adding it. It is nothing but sum, where we are adding sum. The previous sum is 9 and the current remainder is 7. 9 plus 7, which is nothing but 16, right? So 16. In the fifth iteration, it will again go to the while loop, right? Now it will check the n value. What is our n value now? 0. Is 0 greater than 0? Is 0 greater than 0? No, it's not greater than 0. It is equals to 0. So it will be false. So what will happen in while loop if the condition is false? It won't execute. It won't enter into the while loop. It will just come out of the loop, right? It will exit from the loop. So this is happening in this piece of code. Do you have any doubts in this? The remainder part or adding part or coefficient part? Okay, great. Okay, great. If it is clear, how to find number of iterations count? We are doing it right. N greater than 0. It's not number of iterations. We have to do the we have to add each and every digit until that given number becomes 0. Right? Got it, Nitish? Got it? Okay, fine, great. So can we write it down? Can we try to execute it now? So I'm taking the Eclipse. So our purpose is, so we analyze the pattern, like we are doing modulus and then coefficient and we are adding each and every digit. We understood the approach. So we simply written a basic thing and we did the dry run, which is nothing but on each and every iteration, what it is happening. We just did that and we understood that. So let's go to the fifth step. We'll execute through Eclipse. So ST someone asked, right, how to download this and install this. So I'll give you, I'll tell you at the end of this session. I'll share you one link. You can directly download it from that using that URL. I'm creating Java class. The name is sum of digits and I need main function. So I just checked it out and finished. So it was created. So what's first will do that with sample input itself on no need. Okay, or we'll take the input as like not through scanner. We'll just take directly, like we'll initialize it with n 7423. Okay. After that, whatever we did here, I'm just copy pasting there. So here that it should be int value, right? And it should be initialized before itself. So after this, what we have to print at last? What's our output? What should be our output? We should so I'll print it out. Okay, can we try it out? We already did the dry run. Can I execute it or any doubts? Okay, I'm executing it. See here, the sum what we got 16, right? So someone already gave few test cases, right? I'll take and try it out with those test cases. One is 140, 1442. So if we take 142, what should be our output? Our output should be 7. So let's check with that test case 2. If the input is 142, I saved it, so I'm running it. It should give 7. Yes, it is giving 7. The sum equals to 7. And I'll bring it up. So, and after that, what's other cases we took? We have 104. If it is 104, the output should be 5. Let's try this. So 104. I gave 104 and I saved it and I'm executing it. So the output is 5. Sum equals to 5. Got it? So instead of modifying n value here, I'll directly take it from user using the scanner class. Okay. Scanner is someone asked the question. Yes, ma'am. It won't initialize a variable with any value. Do it will store garbage value. No, like if you, for example, here I didn't initialize. I just declared it. I didn't initialize any value here, Ravindra. So what it will happen is first it will check its data type. What is the data type? It's int. So for default value of the int is 0. So in the memory location in the backend side, it will assign 0 to this reminder. Got it? Yeah. So it will check the data type and it will assign the default value. For example, if it is float, what it will assign? It will assign 0.0f, some points like that. Yes, exactly. So did you get it, Ravindra, or any doubts? Okay, great. So I took n value. I want to so let's try. Can anyone give any other example, any test case? Any test case? 13615. Okay. Someone gave 13615. I'm giving the input here. You can see in the console, I gave the 13615. So the output it is printing is 16. Is it true? 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 5. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Got it? Yes. So are you clear with sum of digits of a number? Okay, great. So the next we'll discuss the next problem statement. I did each and every iteration because it's the basic program. through which we can achieve many programs, many sub-programs. So that's why I did each and every iteration. So the next program is Armstrong number. Armstrong number is nothing but, if I take input as 153, uh, here, right, you're asking, it will, as it is, see here, the input is mismatched. Someone asked, can you give some decimal values also? Because here we are taking, we have the quiz Pavan, it will be at 12:30. Srihari, you asked me to take the input in decimal values, right? Here we are using the input, taking the input as next int. If you are giving the input as some decimals or something else, you will get input mismatch error. Okay. Okay, great. So let's focus on Armstrong number. So if we take the input as 153, just print true if it is Armstrong number. Okay, we got it, but what is Armstrong number? Armstrong number is nothing but we need like a cube of each, I mean sum of cubes of each and every digit. For example, 1 cube, which is nothing but 1. I'm just using cap, okay, which is nothing but just considered as a cube. So 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. So which is nothing but 1 cube is 1, right? 5 cube is 125. 3 cube is 3 3 is 9, 9 plus, okay, 27. So after adding it, what is my output? 153. Is it true? 153. Ma'am, sum of power of the digits is this, right, ma'am? No, sum of power is different. Here the power in Armstrong number, the power will be 3 always. If someone are asking sum of power of the digits, they have to provide what should be the power. For example, they're asking us to check the power of 2 for each and every digit. That should be you need to use square. If they are giving a 2. Okay. In Armstrong, the power is always same, common, which is cube. Okay. Okay, Ravindra, got it. The problem statement is different. We are checking whether the given number is, ma'am, once again with the definition, sum of cubes of the definition. Ma'am, once again with the definition. Okay, sure. So first in Armstrong number, we'll take the input. Okay, Ravindra. So after that, we'll take each and every digit and then we'll cube it. Cube is nothing but 1 power 3, 1 into, which is nothing but in simple terms, 1 into 1 into 1. Got it? Plus 5 into 5 into 5. Plus 3 into 3 into 3. Anyway, we are adding, but what we are adding, instead of digits, we are adding a cube of the digit. 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. Okay. After that, we are summing. We have to do the sum. So what's the sum value? We are getting sum value as 153. So we'll check. After cubing and summing it up, is the output is same as input value? The input is 53. What is our output after taking the cube of each digit and summing it up? It's 153. Is both input and output same? Input number is equals to output number. Yes, it is same. If it is same, then it is the Armstrong number. If it is not same, it is not Armstrong number. Okay. Got it? So let's take one more example, which is not a, for example, let's take 112 maybe. So what should be my output, Ravindra? You tell me what should be my output. What will be my output? No, like first we need to iterate it and we need to take the cube of each and every digit. So which is nothing but 1 into 1 into 1. Yes, it's correct. And then plus again we have 1 into 1 into 1. Plus again we have 2 into 2 into 2. Right? What's the sum here? 1 plus 1 plus 10, right? Yes, 1 plus 1 plus 8, 10. So is my input is equals to output? No, it is not equal. So if it is not equal, what should we have to print? It is not a Armstrong number. Got it, Ravindra? Or any doubts in the problem statement? We have to clear with the problem statement. Then only we'll go for the approach and the next steps. Is it clear, everyone? Or any doubts? Give me yes if it is clear or else no. Okay, great. So, ma'am, explain with the 2 digits, ma'am. Sure. I'll take 2 digits. Someone asked the explanation with the 2 digits. I'm just giving. So 1. What should be my output? 1 into 1 into 1 plus again we have 1 in the last digit is 1. So 1 into plus 1 into the power by cube. So my God. And then 1 into 1 into 1. So which is nothing but 1 plus 1, which is 2. Is input and output same? Is 11 equals to 2? No, it is not true. So it is not Armstrong. Okay. Got it, Ravindra? Any doubts? Okay, great. So we understood the problem statement and we took 2 to 3 test cases. Here we took 153 and 112 and then 11. So let's understand the pattern. So in the previous in the previous problem, what we did, we just add each and every digit in the number, right? So same thing we have to do, but we need to cube each and every digit and then we have to sum, right? Let's take the previous thing. Yeah, here Sunil Reddy, here 153 is Armstrong number. 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube, which is nothing but 153. Yes, SLK, it's correct. So in sum of digits, what we have did, we just add each and every digit and we printed the output, the sum value. So in this case, input and output mean input is nothing but what we are taking the n value, output is the expected one, Sunil. Okay, we'll take only the input and we'll print the output. So in 7423, we took each and every digit and then we did the sum and we printed the sum value. But here, what we have to do? We need to take each and every digit and then we have to multiply 3 times, cube of it, multiplying with the same number. 3 times is nothing but a cube, right? So we need to do that. Actually, no, I didn't get you, Ravindra. If we multiply 3 times, like with the same number, 3 into 3 into 3, which is nothing but 3 cube, right? Did you get it? The size of the number is 4, no ma'am. It doesn't mean don't take the size of the number, Ravindra. Armstrong is nothing but we need to take the cube of each and every digit and we need to sum, not the size of the number. It's cube, whatever the size. Even if you take this much number, doesn't matter. You need to multiply 3 times only. You need to cube it only. Okay, got it, Ravindra. Don't confuse it much. Doesn't matter what may be the input size. You need to power it up 3 times. Like you need to consider the cube of the each and every digit. Okay. Is there any power function, ma'am? We have the power function. I'll tell you second. So you got it right. So 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, ma'am, but in college they that like that, ma'am. Okay, let me check Armstrong. Okay, maybe I'm confused maybe with the problem statement. Let's know what is Armstrong number. Maybe I was confused. Okay, 153. Okay, 123. Okay, 125. Okay. My bad, guys. It should be power of the size of the number only. Okay. Apologies for that. It should be the power of size of the number only. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, that's here. Okay, then here 1 into 1. Anyway, it's not okay. In 7423, we need to power it up with the size of the number. Got it. Thanks, Ravindra, for that. So we need to take like this, and then 4 into 4 into 4, and then plus 7 into 7 into. So it's not equal. It will take much time to sum it up and give the output. It's not equal. So I'm just simply saying it's not Armstrong. Okay, got it? In the sum of the digits, we are taking each and every digit and we are summing. We are adding it and we are printing the output. But here we are taking each digit and then we are doing power function with the size of the number. Here the size of the number is 3. Here the size of the number is 3. Here the size of the number is 2. So we need to multiply 2 times only, right? So here 7423, we have 4 digits. So it should be 4 times. Got it? Any doubts? Okay. So can anyone tell me, we got to know like it's almost similar to sum of the digits only, right? Sum of the digits. But instead of adding it, what should we have to do? If you take the remainder here, 3, we are multiplying with size of the number. Yes, we have to multiply. So as it is multiplication with, for example, if n is 4, you have to multiply with 4 times. So each and every time, if n is 3, you can't modify it like this, right? Remainder into remainder into remainder. You can't do this. If it is n size is 10, you can't do this, right? Remainder into like 10 times. You can't do that. So let's take one math function. We have math function power, POW. Did anyone know this? Power. Here you need to give the base and in the second parameter, you have to provide the power. So here we'll provide the size of the, size of the n. Okay, I'm just simply giving it as size of n. Okay, got it? So if we are doing this, what will happen? it's similar to sum of digits only, but instead of adding the remainder, we are just taking the power of that number and then we are adding it to the sum so that we can do it. Let's do for 2 iterations. You could understand it. In the first iteration, what it will happen? In the first iteration, it will check the n value. So in n value, let's take 153 itself. To avoid the conflict, for now I'm just giving the size as well. The size is 3. I'm just giving it as size 3. We'll tell you how to calculate the number of digits also. Okay. So here the size is, the n is 153. So it will check the while condition. Is 153 greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. So we'll write it, Kalpana, that block. Just for this part, I am just explaining it. Once it is clear, then it's easy to understand if else part. So is 153 greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. So it is true, it will go inside the while loop. So what it will do in next iteration? It will take the remainder. What is my remainder now? 153 modulus 10, which is nothing but 3. We'll get remainder as 3, right? And in the next second statement, what we have wrote, we are just taking quotient of the number, which is nothing but 153 by 10. What we will get? We'll get 15, right? So in the next step, what we are doing? We are doing the sum. Initially the sum is 0. 0 plus, we are doing math dot power of, what is the remainder? 3 is my remainder. 3 comma size of n. I gave size like manually directly only. So we can iterate it and we can take the size as well, but I don't want I don't want to make that confusion. So I'm just doing it. So 3 comma 3. So what is my sum here? 0 plus 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. No need to import Ravindra for math function, but it will give float value. We need to do the typecasting. I'll tell you while coding it in Eclipse. Okay. We can get the size of the n value, but to avoid the confusion, I'm just giving size equals to 3 here. I'll tell you how to get the size of the n as well. So the first iteration, what is my sum? It is 0 plus 3 into 3 into 3. It will be 27, right? So in the in the second iteration, what it will happen? It will check the n is greater than, greater than 0 or not. What is my n value now? N is 15. So it will check, is 15 greater than 0? Yes, it is greater than 0. So it is true, it will go inside the while loop. And it will take it will execute remaining statements, whatever in while loop. So the remainder will be 15 modulus 10. What is my remainder now? 5 is my remainder. And then here in the second step, what we are doing? We are taking the quotient of the number 15 by 10, which is nothing but, what is the quotient here? 1 is my quotient. Got it? Is there any other way to do this without using math function? We can do that without using math function too. Like we need to iterate it, and then we need to do this, Satya. But it will be difficult to understand for now. But we will discuss in next sessions. For now, it will give you some ambiguity, some confusion. So I'm just using math function. So the sum equals to the previous sum. The previous sum is 27 plus math dot power of, what is my remainder now? The remainder is 5. 5 comma the size of the input is 3. So which is nothing but 27 plus 125, right? which is nothing but 152. Got it? In the third iteration, what it will check? It will check is n greater than 0 or not. Is 1 greater than 0? Yes, it is true. So it will go inside the loop. So in the loop, what it will do? It will check get the reminder. 1 modulus 10. What is my reminder now? My reminder will be 1. And then 1 in the next step, what we are doing? We are taking the coefficient. So 1 modulus 10. What is my coefficient? My coefficient will be 0. And in the next step, what we are doing? We are doing this sum. Sum equals to previous sum. The previous sum value is 152 plus math dot power of the number n. What is our n value? It's 1. Sorry, what is our reminder? 1. So 1 comma the power. What is the power? The size, which is nothing but 3. So what will be our sum now? 152 plus 1 cube, which is nothing but 1, equals to 153. So in the fourth iteration, what it will do? It will check is 0 greater than 0. Is 0 greater than 0? No, it is not greater than. So it will be false. So it will exit from the loop. So after exiting, what should be our expected output? We are not expecting to print the sum value. We are checking whether the input is equals to output or not. If it is equal, just print true or is false, right? So I am just adding condition here. What is my condition? If n equals to sum, I'll print what I have to print? Armstrong number. If it is not equals, then what should we have to print? We have to print not a Armstrong number. Got it? Why we are doing it? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, the value of n is 0, right? In the last iteration. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you. Did you get it? Why we are using this condition? Why we are checking it? Okay. Okay, but it won't gives the expected output. Why? Can anyone guess? Why the n value? I mean, if even I am taking 153, it won't give the Armstrong number. It will say like not Armstrong number. Can you debug it? Yes, someone already got. Yes. Yes, the value of n will be 0. So as we are iterating it, at the last iteration, like at the fourth iteration, what is happening? N becomes 0, right? N is not 53 anymore. N became 0. So we are checking 0 with the sum, which is nothing but 0 equals to 153. This we are checking this part. As it is not equals, it will go and go to else block and it will print not Armstrong number. So what we need to do? So we'll take some this n value to some temporary variable. Okay, I'll take some temporary variable and will assign this n value there and I'll check with the temp. Okay, got it? Why I am using temp instead of n here? Or any doubts? Great. So then, can we go ahead and execute in Eclipse? Okay, great. I'm taking new class. Okay, I'm just copy pasting this whatever we have written here into Eclipse. So as it is, okay. So we need to give data type values, right? I'm just giving. I'm assigning all the required variables. So did you see here, we are using math.power function. So it is giving error. Why it is happening is, if you go and check about this math.power function, it will returns float type. Okay, what it will return? It will return float value, some points value, 0.0 something like that. So we are getting float value, but we are assigning assigning it to int type. The sum of the variable of sum is int data type. So as we are doing typecasting, like it is mismatched, right? The type of the data we are assigning is mismatch. So we have to explicitly say, right? Okay, I know it will give float value, but I don't want the float value, just give the int value. Okay. So for that case, I just did the typecasting. Did you get it why I am using it? Math.power will return float value. So in order to assign float to the int, I am just doing the typecasting. I'm just informing to the compiler, I know it will give the float value, but I don't want the float value, I want the int value. Just informing through typecasting. Okay. I just copied it, saved it and executing it. See here, it gave Armstrong number for 153. So give me any other number, I'll try it out. Give any number. 121, someone give 121. Okay. I'm printing it. Sorry, I'm executing it. It's not a Armstrong number because 1 plus 2 plus 1, what is the output? 4, right? So 4 is not equals to 121. So that's why we are getting not Armstrong number. And someone already gave 443. I'm trying with 443 now. So it is also not Armstrong number because 4 plus 4 plus 3, which is nothing but 11, right? So 11 is not equals to 443. So it is not a Armstrong number. Got it? Or any doubts in this part why we are using math.power and int? We can get the size of the digit easily, like we can use while loop like that. But I don't want to make it clumsy, so that's why I'm taking the size as well. Okay. Okay. And any doubts here, typecasting part? Is it clear or any doubts? Okay, great. I could see responses as clear. Great. So we and we got not getting. You need to as okay. 1 minute. I'll check who is this. Satya. In break time we'll discuss about it. Satya. We'll execute it and we'll take it. Yes, we can take the input from keyboard. I'm just assigning it with directly. You know, right, how to take the input from using scanner class. We already did for sum of digits. So similar to that, we need to take here as well. Okay. And then the next thing is, uh, let's reverse. We'll discuss the reverse of a number. Ma'am, Zoom meeting notepad. Okay, we'll do. Yeah, we can take any variable, not just temp. You can take your name or whatever it is. You can take any variable, not only temp. I just used temp. Sai Shiva. So after that, we'll discuss about reverse of a number. It's 11:30 already. Let's take 10 minutes break and then we'll discuss it. Okay. Yeah. I started the 10-minute timer. You can go and come after 10 minutes. We'll discuss the next programs. And I'll zoom it in Notepad and I see. Here someone asks. I'm copying your code, Satyam. Here, why it is not Satya? I think Satya asked this doubt. Satya, can you see here? Here you are making a num as num by 10. So if you take 7, 4, 2, 3, at last the n becomes, I mean, in the last iteration, the n becomes 0, right? But again, you are checking here 0 greater than 0 or not. That's why you are not getting. Got it? Just use some other variable. Satya, did you get it? Why it is not executing? Can use another method instead. Can we use another method instead of math function? Yes, we can use, but like we need to iterate it and we need to like we need to iterate till size of the uh, number Vaibhav, but it will little bit I mean it will make us confusion, like it will be some clumsy code, so that's why I'm using inbuilt function. We can we do have some other options instead of math.power. We need to iterate it and we need to multiply it till the size of the number. Satya, did you get it? Why your code is not working? But I did reinitialization where you. Okay, sorry. You're here. Okay. Zero. Okay. Reminder. Okay. Then you need. Okay. Some. Okay. Let's. I'll take your example here. Here at last again. The count should be. Okay, at first iteration we'll do it. If it is sorry, 153 or 153 is greater than 0, so it will go and check 153 divided by 10. Yes, it is divisible and the position will be 15. The count will be 1 now. And then Here, power, for power, you are not using count. Yes, you are using temp. Yes, got it. Did you get it? Here, instead of temp, you need to use count, as it is the size of the number, Satya. Yeah, okay, great. Anybody have any doubts? I'm happy to discuss in break time too. Harika, can you copy paste entire code? You just gave only single line and you're asking, I mean, you're telling that you are getting error. Here you gave reminder instead of that give rem. I mean REM because you initialized with REM, not with the reminder. Harika, can you try it out? Either you need to, I mean, you need to give whatever the variable you have, you are using here in this line. Yeah, great. You can get the size like while iterating it. It's nothing but you need to iterate the number till it is greater than 0 and inside it just make n as n by 10 and you just have to increment its size. Just take a size variable before, I mean, initialize the size variable with 0 and you can increment it. Okay, did you get it, Vibha? But here you, as you are modifying the n value, you again assign this n with the original value, what in temp or whatever you in which you have stored. Okay, and you can do the next line of code. Any other doubts? Narasimhamurthy, I'll tell you the topics by end of the session. And that only output is Armstrong or not, but we want sum of digits and with Armstrong. I didn't get in this. Okay, in the problem statement, we are checking whether it's Armstrong or not. Yes, it's correct. But we want sum of digits and with Armstrong or not. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. By taking the input, but like you can take the input and you can do the code for sum of the digits here, and in the next part check for Armstrong number. But remember, as you are modifying the given input and value, just after subtask, take it as subtask and take it as subtask. After each subtask, just assign n with some temp. In the same program itself, we can do Sunil. Yeah, the 10 minutes was completed. So is it clear, Sunil? Okay, great. Someone asked to zoom the notepad. Is this size okay? Is the font size okay? Or do you want me to zoom it much? Okay. Okay, guys. Then we'll take factorial and then okay, or else we can take the reverse of a number and then we'll go for factorial. So hope everyone are back. Just give S if everyone are back. Okay, great. So the next problem statement is reverse of a number. Just printing reverse of a number. So the input is, as we are already like the sum of digit is the basic building block for all these programs. So we'll do little bit faster, not much, but little bit faster. So the reverse of a number is, for example, if I take the input as 153, what should be my output? The output should be 351. We are just reversing the number, right? We are just reversing the number. We'll take another two more inputs. Yes, someone already gave 451. Yes, the output should be 154. Yes, it's correct. And we'll take one more input. We'll take 2024. Great. The output should be 4202, right? So did you understand the problem statement? It's very simple, straightforward problem. We need to take the input and we need to print the reverse of the given input. That's it. Okay. So for this case, let's see the yeah. For this, let's understand the pattern. The first input is 153. So what we are printing? We are printing from last 3 and then 5 and 1, right? So how we will get the last value? We already discussed with the previous two programs. How we will get the last value? We'll get it through reminder. Yes, we need to use the reminder. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. So after that, what we have to do? Again, we need to take, it's not like they are not asking us to print it like 3 enter, 5 enter, 1. They are not asking in this way. If the expected output is in this manner, we can just directly print reminder itself. But this is not the case. They are asking us to print the number 351. So what I'll do is I'll tell you the pattern. So at first I'll get the 3 value. Okay, fine. So once I get the 3 value, the next reminder will be like 150 by 10. 5 will be my reminder, right? So if I get one more number, what I'll do, I'll just multiply the previous number and then add the current number. Okay, got it? If I am getting extra number, then I'll multiply with 10 and then I'll add the current number, which is nothing but 35 right here. So once I get 35, I have one more number. What should I have to do? I have to multiply the number. We are triggering with one more digit. So we have to multiply with 10 and then we'll add the current value, which is nothing but 351, which is nothing but the expected value, right? And no more number digits are left. Did you get it? We'll do that with one more value for 451. First, we need anyway we need to multiply with. So sorry, multiply with 10 only. At first we didn't have any number, so we'll just 0 into 10 and then we need to take the current value, which is nothing but 1. So 0 into 10, 0 plus 1, which is nothing but 1. So now we have 1. So again, after 1, we completed the last one. The next one is 5. We got some other digit. We have some other digit to add. So for that case, I'll take the previous value and I'll multiply with 10 and then add the current value, which is nothing but 15, right? So, and 5 was also completed. And now I have one more number. If we have one more number, what we have to do? We need to multiply with 10 and then we'll add it, which is nothing but 154. Is it correct? We took 451 and we ended up with 154. We got the reverse, right? Reverse of the number. Did you get what I'm trying to say? Did you get it? Okay, great. It's like we are taking the reminder. If something is some digit is coming, then we are multiplying with the current number with 10 and we are adding the current value. That's it. So for this case, let's try. First, we understood that it is an iterative process. It needs to be done till the number will become 0. So what will be my while condition? While should be the condition should be n greater than 0, right? And here we need to get the input, reminder, the last digit. So for that case, I took reminder variable and I'm just to get the reminder of the number, I have to use the modulus operator. So I used it. Fine. Then what I have to do? I need to, I'm taking one more variable and I need to multiply with 10. This number with 10. With 10 plus we need to add the reminder. This is nothing but the reminder, this part. So I'm just adding the reminder. And then at last our n should be n by 10 because once we completed 1, it should be 45. And if 5 is also completed, then it should be 4. Then only we'll get the reminder. Got it? And at first, I'll initialize reverse with 0. Why I'm initializing with 0 because if you see the approach here, first the reverse is 0, then it is nothing but the value 0 into 10 plus the remainder. Once we get the value, then we are taking that reverse of the number and 1 into 10 and they're adding that with next digit. Did you see the pattern? Did you get it why I'm initializing reverse with 0? Is it clear, guys? This piece of code, is it clear? Or do you want me to do the dry run? It's simple. If you understand this pattern, it will be simple. Just give no if you have any queries or doubts or stuck up at any line of the code. Okay, great. It's clear. So then can we try it out in an, Eclipse directly? Give a minute. Yeah. Can we try it in directly in Eclipse? I'm trying it out. Just I'm taking new class as it is reverse of a number. I'm just giving the name as reverse of number, and I need the main method. So I checked it and I clicked on finish. I got it. So I'm just directly copying it from here and will paste there. Okay, as the numbers are not initialized, it is giving the error, so we need to initialize it. The reverse should be 0 and the remainder, I initialize the remainder, and I'm taking the input directly from the user. So at last, what we have to print? What is our expected output? We need to print reverse of the given number. So I'll print the reverse of the number. Is it clear, everyone? Can I execute, or do you want me to explain any line? Is it clear? Can you give acknowledgement? Okay, I'm executing it. I have to give the input. I have to give the input. What I'm just giving 1451. So the reverse of a number is 1541. We are getting the correct output. Did you see it? Or can anyone give any other number? I'll write out. 203. Okay, fine. 203. Yeah, we are getting 302. Like, yeah, it's correct. It's giving correct output. 653, 656. Okay. I'm giving 656 maximum of the, yeah, we are getting 656 because the reverse of the number is same. Okay. Is it clear, or do you want me to explain any line of the code? Is it clear? Give clear if it is clear. In print statement, why we take reverse, Satya? Yes, Satya, like here, we can directly print without this statement too. We can directly print it in this way. But I want to like show you the reverse. I want to give some customer using customer centric message so that you can understand, okay, we took this number and the reverse of that number is this one. So I'm just doing that I just gave that in the double quotations. So if I want to print that reverse of the number in this place after equals to, I need to give concatenate. Actually, this plus is nothing but concatenate. I have to give plus and then I have to give that variable name. Got it? You can do it in previous also. For example, if I want to print it here, what should I have to give? A reverse plus. Now it will print reverse here and then it will print this value. I mean this string. Got it? I'll show you. See here, first we are getting the value and then that string reversed number. It's just nothing but concatenating. Okay, got it, Satya, or any doubts? Okay, great. So is it clear? So as it is clear, we'll add few more lines for next problem, which is nothing but palindrome of a number. For example, if the number is, someone already guessed 656, right? So if the number is 656, if the output is also same, I mean reverse, if the reverse of the input is also same, let's take reverse of the number. What is the reverse of 656? It's same 656. So if the input and reverse of the given input is same, just print palindrome. If it is not equals, else print not palindrome. Did you understand the problem statement? We have to take the input and we have to reverse of that input value, and we need to check whether that input and the reverse of the number is equal or not. If it is equal, then it is a palindrome, or else it is not a palindrome. And I'll give you one more input. It is 1, 2, 4. What should be my output here? Is it palindrome or not? No, it is not. Exactly. It's not a palindrome. Because the reverse of the number is 32421, which is not equal with the input. So it is not a palindrome. So for this case, in the we already written the code for reverse of the number, right? Here we already written the code to reverse the number given input. So what else we have to check? We need to check whether given input is equals to reverse of the number. If it is true, then what we have to print? What we have to print? We have to print it is a palindrome. Or else what we have to print? We have to print not a palindrome. Okay. Did you get it? I'm just in the previous example, we written the code for reverse of the given number. We already well known about it. So we are just checking whether the given input is equals to reverse of that number. If it is equal, we have to print the palindrome, or else not a palindrome. So here we took the n value, right? Not input. So will it work out in this case? Will it work? Will it really work if I give n equals to reverse? No, yes, it won't work. Why it won't work? Yeah, because n becomes 0 here as we are iterating and we are taking the coefficient. At the last iteration, n becomes 0. Again, we are checking 0 with reverse of the number, which is not equal. So instead of giving n here, we'll just assign n value to some temporary variable and then we'll check with that number. Got it? Is it clear or any doubts in the palindrome program? It's clear. Okay. I'm just adding these statements directly into the Eclipse. Did you get it? For the same program, I just initialized a temporary variable and assigned an value to it, and I'm comparing whether that given input is equals to reversed of that number or not. If it is equal, it has to print palindrome, or else it should print not palindrome. I'm saving it and I'm executing it. So give me any number. Let's take palindrome number first, and then we'll check for not palindrome number. So I'm just giving 1221. It's a palindrome. So it's printing palindrome because 1221, if you reverse of that number, it should be same 1221 only. So let's take the negative test case, not a palindrome test case. Anyone can provide the input, any output, sorry, any input for the negative test case. It should print not palindrome. Okay, 789. Great. So we are getting not palindrome. Okay. So it's executing and it's giving the expected value. So till now, any doubts here? Maybe sum of digits or reverse of a number, palindrome, Armstrong number. In these programs, any doubts or clear? Okay, great. Palindrome of words will complete it in a string class. We have a session for string explicitly. So we'll discuss more about the strings in that class, and we'll complete a palindrome of a string in that class itself. Armstrong number explain. Okay. Which part you didn't get it in the Armstrong, Viber? Which part you didn't get it? Vanita, can you tell me in which part you didn't understand the Armstrong? The problem statement, code briefly. Code, okay, fine. Or did you understand sum of digits? If you understand sum of digits, then it will be very easy. Okay. What is the problem statement? We need to we need to take the power of each and every individual digit. The power should be the size of the number. For example, here 153. How many digits we have? 3 digits. So we need to cube each and every digit, and we have to add all the numbers, and we have to check. For example, first let's consider till sum only. So one here the size of the digits, size of the number is 3, right? We have 3 digits. So we need to take each and every number 1. I am cubing it. 1 into 1 into 1, which is nothing but cube, right? 1 cube. And then 5 into 5 into 5, 5 cube. 3 into 3 into 3, 3 cube. So once I cube all individual digits, I need to sum. So I'm adding adding all the values, and I'm getting some value. Here I got 153. What Armstrong number means? If you take the input, and if you are taking each and every individual number, and if you are multiplying that with the power, you need to do the power of the power for each and every digit, and you need to add, and you need to get the output. If the output is equals to given input, then it is a Armstrong number, or else it is not a Armstrong number. For example, here 7423. How many digits we have in this number? 4 digits. So we need to take each and every digit, and we need to multiply with the size of the number. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Same thing for 2 and 4 and 7. I am doing it, and I am adding all the values. So I'm getting some output which is not equals to 7423, right? So as it is not equals to 7423, it is not Armstrong number. Are you clear with the problem statement, Vanita? Is it clear, the problem statement? Can you acknowledge it, Vanita, if you understand the problem statement? Okay. So in the sum of digits, we are just taking individual digit and adding it, right? Instead of that, we need to multiply the number with the size of the number, like it, with itself, but how many number of times means with the size of the number. For that case, I'm just using inbuilt functionality, math dot power. So here you have to give the base, here you have to give the power. So for the last number is 3, right? So I'll get 3 here. The size of the number is nothing but 3. How many digits we have? 3. So 3 power 3. At first, it will give sum will be 0 plus 3 power 3. 3 into 3 into 3, which is nothing but 27. In the next iteration, what it will happen? N becomes 15. 15 modulus 10, 5. So here the size, the sum will be 27 plus math dot power of, the remainder is 5, right? 5 power, the size of n is 3, 5 power 3, which is nothing but 125. So 27 plus 125, so which is 152. Okay, and in the next iteration, n will be 1. So, what will be the remainder? 1 modulus 10, it will be 1. Also, take the Palindrome. So, sure, Ravitesh. So, here 1 modulus 10 is 1, right? So, after that, the sum will be 152 plus math dot power of, what we are giving? Math dot power of, the remainder is 1, the size of the number is, number of digits in the number given input is 3. So, which is nothing but 152 into 1 cube, which is nothing but 153. Did you get it, Vanita? It's simple. It's same like a sum of digits only, but instead of adding just the, in previous number, we just add the remainder. Instead of that, we need to uh, take the power of each and every individual, and the power should be the size of the input. That's it. Great. And Ravi Teja, did you clear with the reverse of a number logic? Is it clear? If it is clear, then the palindrome will be very easy. Okay. So in the reverse of a number, what we are doing? For example, if we are taking 154, we are just reversing it, and we are getting the reverse of a number as 451, right? So at last, the palindrome means the reverse of the number, and if you reverse the given input, it should be same. Got it? The input and the reverse of that number should be same. Then it will, we can call it as palindrome, or else not a palindrome. So for that case only, we are checking it here, whether the given input is equals to reversed of that number or not. Here, the given input is 154. 154 is equals to 451. No, it is not equal, so it is not a palindrome. For example, if we are taking 151, what is the reverse of the number? You tell me. If I reverse this 151, what should be the reverse of that number? 151. Yes. So at last, what we are doing? We are the input is 151. The reverse of the number is 151. So we are checking whether 151 is equals to 151. Yes, it is true. So it is a palindrome. Got it, Raviteja? Why SN reverse equals to 0? Because at first the reverse will be 0 only. After that, if you see the pattern, first time it will be 0 into 10 plus the remainder. Once we get some digit, we need to multiply with the 10 whenever we get the next digit. just to see the recording, Vanita, if you're still not get it, like, okay, if it is clear, then well and good. So, the next thing is the factorial. Factorial. Do you know what is factorial? Like, for example, if I give the input, what should be my output? 120, right? Which is nothing but 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, right? If I take input as 4, sorry, or else 3, what should be my output? 1 into 2 into 3. What should be my output? Yes, 6 should be my output. So did you see the when you see the pattern, you could understand that whatever the input it is, we need to iterate from 1 till that number, right? We are iterating from 1 till that particular input number 5. So here we are iterating from 1 till 3 because the input is 3. So what is the best loop to use if you know the uh, like iteration, number of iterations? Yes, for loop. So I'm just simply writing it as int I equals to 1. It should start from 1, right? The initial value, and it should be less than or equals to given input value. Let's take in, and then it should increment. If you see the pattern, it's keep on incrementing. So in the loop, what should we have to do? We have to multiply it. Let's take one variable fact, and then we need to multiply with I value, right? So as the fact as it is the first time, the fact should be 1 always. Because if you take 0, as you are taking 0, if you are multiplying any big number with 0, it will become 0 only. Is it? 0 with 1 lakh, it will be 0, right? So it should be 1 always, not 0. Did you get it? This part of code for factorial? Any doubts? Okay, clear. Then fine. I will execute it. So I didn't initialize n value here. So I'm just taking n as 5 now. Okay. And at last, what should we have to print? We should print the factorial of that number. Right? So what should I took n as 5, so the output should be 120. So if you see here, it's printing 120. Okay, if I take input as 10, the factorial of 10 is this much, 3628800. It's going much bigger value. So I'll give 4 here, or else 3. 0 factorial is always 1, right? So for 3, it's giving 6. Hariprasad, the 0 factorial is 1, right? So, okay, I'll give you 0 here. As the fact is 1, it will give 1 only. We could see. Yeah, you can see, right? The 0 factorial is 1. Okay. Okay, fine. You're clear with this program as well, right? Let's jump into the next program. We have only 10 more minutes left. Okay. Vanita, can you try that from your side? The session, I mean, we have only 10 more minutes left. Yes, we'll get negative because the 7 print factorial will give much bigger value. For example, let's okay. It will be where I mean it will go out of the bound in input value 17 factorial. I'm just taking the number. See here, it's giving some very big amount of number. Some e comes up with e. So as this input is large, so in the int, the what is bytes of int? How many bytes we have for int data type in Java? Can you tell me? Yes, 4. So what it will comes with 2 power some like minus 30 sorry plus 32 to minus 31 like that, right? So it will like it will be a cyclic motion actually. So if you take here integers are nothing but negative value and also takes the plus value, and here it will be having 0. So there is some limit like 2 power 32 to some 2 power 31, right? Minus 31. So if the number is beyond that value, what it will do is, for example, let's consider some max element as 1, 2, 2 something. I'm not sure what's the 2 power 32 value. So let's assume 144 plus 144 till minus 144 only it contains. So what it will do? So once if you are giving if the output is 145, it doesn't contain plus 145 here. So it will go in cyclic motion and it will give the negative value. It will go in negative value. Okay, did you get it? It will go from cyclic motion if it is beyond the size. Okay, did you get it? We'll take one more class if you really want to dig deep into this. It's nothing but the int is 4 bytes. Oh, so it will go from I think 2 power minus 32, sorry, plus 32 to 2 power minus 31 in that range. So as we are, if the output or the value is beyond that range, it won't gives any errors, but it will go in cyclic motion and it will take the negative values. Got it? If it is 145, for example, if it is 146, the maximum amount is it can hold is 144. Assume it will hold only 144 but not 146. So what it will happen, the output is we are asking is it to store 146, but it can't because it is beyond the range. So it will go, the two things are left here, 144 sorry 146 minus 144, two are left, right? Two elements are left, so it will go in cyclic motion. So it will get the second last negative value, which is nothing but minus 143. Did you get it? Okay, great, Vanita. Okay, I see the question with that. We'll solve that problem in the next session, Harry. That's not main concern current. Okay. So the next will be, we have only 5 more minutes left. Okay. The factors of a number. We completed most of the coding part, like even and odd, sum of digits, reverse, and factorial we completed. Armstrong we completed. We left with factors and prime only. And Fibonacci, you can try it out. If you are not getting this Fibonacci, we'll discuss in the next class as well. The next session is also related to loops, but nested loops within the loops. So we can discuss these programs if if these are left in current session. So if I take factors now, it won't. Okay, let me complete. Factors are nothing but, for example, if I take the input as 6, what should be my output? Factors of 6. 1 will be the factor, 2 will be the factor, 3 will be the factor, and 6 will be my factor, right? Factor is nothing but it should be divisible by some number. 6 is 2 into 3, 6, 3 into 2, 6. 6 into 1, 6. So all these are multiples. So if you take one more example, for example, 8, what are my factors? 1, 2, 4, 8. That's it, right? Okay, great. So if you observe the pattern, we have for every number 1 and that number itself will be the factor. So we need to start from 1 till that number, right? So as in we know the iterations, I'm just taking int for loop. So we need to iterate from 1 till that number, right? Till that number, and we need to increment it. So what is the factor? If the number is multiple of that particular number, then it like if it is divisible by that number, it will be the factor, right? For example, if you take 1, 8 by 1, what 8 sorry, 8 modulus 1. If it is divisible, it should give 0. So if same 2 modulus 8, so 8 modulus 2. 2 fours are 8, so the remainder will be 0. So if the what we are doing, we are checking the given input. Here the input is 8, so is divisible by that particular number or not. If it is divisible, we need to print that fact. I mean, it is a factor, so we need to print that. Right? Did you get it? So instead of 8, I'll just give n. We'll get the input from user. Okay? Did you understand this? When the factors are easy, like if it is the multiple, then it will be the factor, right? So if you see the pattern, one and the number itself will be the factor always. So we need to take it from 1 to till that number when we need to check whether it is divisible or not. If it is divisible, it will be a factor because it's a multiple, we can say. So we have to print it if it is a factor. So any doubts are clear? Is it clear? Okay, great, great. So I'm directly executing it. N is not initialized, so I'm initializing with 8 for now. Okay. So I saved it and I'm running it. So it's printing all the factors of that number 8. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Yes, if the remainder is not 0, then it is not a factor. Yes. For example, if you take 7, it's a mathematical thing, right? I'm not getting. Maybe sorry if I'm addressing your name as wrongly. So if you take 7, is 7 modulus 1 equals to 0? Yes, 1 into 7 we have that. So it's 0. 7 modulus 2? No, it won't, ma'am. You haven't explained. Pseudocodes. We are writing the approach, right? Approach is nothing but pseudocode only. Like you want to explain it and if like that in that way, Ravindra. If okay, then if it is so, then I mean, I think it will be better if you write it in simple terms instead of end, if, and if for competitive exams point of view. Okay, anything, I mean, in competitive exams also, we'll get the, I mean, we need to write the code only, right? So for that case only, I'm just writing the approach in English terminologies like English language, and then I'm going it. If it is required, like if and if in that way, I'll do that from next session, Ravindra. Uh, yeah, someone asked about this, right? 7 modulus 2. 2 3s is 6, and the remainder will be 1. So it is not a factor. 7 modulus 3. It is also not a factor, right? We'll get the remainder 1 here. Did you get it? It's just a mathematical thing. Did you get it, Tahasin? So that's the reason we are checking from 1 to 7, and we are checking whether the number is divisible or not. If it is divisible, it will be a factor and we are printing it. Okay. Yeah. Is it clear, everyone? Yeah. Okay, great. We left with the prime and Fibonacci. Prime will be same as factors. There is a slight difference. And Fibonacci, try prime and Fibonacci from your side. And if you are not clear or if you are getting any errors, we'll discuss in next class. So next class is nothing but loops only, but nested loops, and then we'll focus on programs only. So we can discuss in that next session also. Don't worry. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Amar, you can take up the quiz.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So, dear participant, as we are left with the half an hour, so it's time to go for the quiz. And today we have one quiz on a programming skill. The quiz name is decision making in Java. Okay, so I'm sharing the link over the Zoom and YouTube as well. So please start with your quiz, and I'm sharing my screen for the more details for a description. Okay. So the quiz description is total number of questions are 20. Time is 30 minutes and total marks 40. So I'm sharing my screen. If you want to go through the description, yes, please just check once. 1 minute, let me pin the test link over the YouTube. Then participants are able to access it. Yeah. Yes, so guys, I shared the quiz link. Please go ahead and start marking the quiz. And if you want to see description, then please see on the screen. Thank you. By 1 o'clock, okay? Guys, last 3 minutes. So let me stop screen sharing. Those who are done, they can post their marks in the chat box. Last 2 minutes. Exam is finished, sir. Yes, it will be closed at 1 o'clock. So you have 1 more minute to submit your test. Done, sir. Thank you. Guys, if you try after 1 o'clock, it's not going to submit. So let's make sure that you are going to submit your test on a time or else before that. Attendance, I will share the attendance link within 2-3 minutes. Let's wait for that. I want to show the today's top 10 toppers, then I will share that. Okay. Okay, so last 30 seconds. Seconds. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and test is closed. Thank you so much. So give me 1 minute. I'm just sharing the top 10 toppers of this test, and then we'll share the attendance as well. So 1 minute only. Guys, all of you submitted your test. I hope all of you submitted your test successfully. Sure, top 20 sir, might be there will be my name. Yeah, don't worry. I will share with you. Yeah, sure, ma'am. So, ma'am, I will share with you via email. Attendance, yes, guys. Just 2-3 minutes. I'm sharing the today's top 10 toppers, and then I will share the attendance as well, and then we'll wind up for the day. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Sir, fully hungry. Do it faster, sir. Yeah, sorry. Yes, we'll go for lunch within 2-3 minutes. So guys, I'm sharing my screen. You can check your name. If it's there, please raise your hand. Yes, definitely, sir. So here are the top 10 toppers of today's test. I know that lots of you are already 40 out of 40 marks, but those who are taking care of time and those who received the 40 out of 40, their top 10 here. But congratulations, all of you. You did a wonderful job. Guys, if your name is there, can you please raise your hand? I am happy 8 questions got wrong. Learn and get right answers for the wrong option within 8 minutes. Okay, yes, we are here to learn, right? So every day we have to keep upgrading ourselves. No worry. Absolutely. Yes. See, while we're taking the test, you need to compare yourself where you are, what you have to work on. If we covered that in the past session, you can go through the recordings. Okay, so you will get the idea. Where is the mistake? What I need to work on. Okay, so I will share the today's attendance link. Yes, PPT will share all PPTs, code, material, everything will be shared with you. Okay, well, for the LMS only, yeah? We're not going to share it via WhatsApp or anything. We'll share each and everything with you via LMS. And now I'm sharing the attendance link. So please mark your attendance and share your feedback as well. It means a lot. If you have any suggestions, you can put in the feedback. You can give the rating out of 5. Are you enjoying the sessions? Are you not enjoying the sessions? Whatever is there. So please share with us. So guys, you are not able to download the PDFs. You have to access from the LMS. If there is any practice file, if there is any code, definitely you are able to download that. Try to load again, but the submission button is no longer available because we closed the test. No? Yeah, no problem. If you miss any one test, that's okay, but try to submit all of your tests on a time. Okay, that will be good, because whenever we are going to figure it out, the toppers or else end of this program, so definitely that test marks and your attendance, everything are going to take in the consideration. So please, I'm requesting all of you, be there every day. If there are tests, if there are surprise tests, anything you have to submit. Okay. Attendance, yes, I just shared the attendance link. Now there is no any fix or specific time, it's surprise test. So you have to be there every day. Okay. Anytime will come up and we'll say that, hey guys, surprise, today you have a test. So you have to go for that. So every time, don't go for surprise. Okay, you have to be prepared. Whatever we are covering, we are taking that questions only. There is nothing from out of box. Okay, whatever we are covering, we are taking that only. So be ready, be prepared, and keep practicing. Jyoti, I just shared the attendance link with you. I will share once again. So please mark your attendance and share your feedback as well. And now if you are facing any issue, any difficulty, please let me know in the chat box. I will figure it out, okay? How to check the attendance? See, it's on you. Be like how many days we are done. It's upon you how to check that, okay? So if we are done with the 30 sessions, if you attended 20 and mark the attendance for 20, divide that into 100, you will get your attendance percentage. Have a nice day. I don't have a LMS, sir. Okay, so Sunil Reddy, you can drop an email to edl@xlar.com. So our team will check your LMS status and they will let you know. Thank you. Yes, bye guys, bye. Okay, so on this note, we'll wind up for the day and we'll again see you on tomorrow at 6:30. So till the time, enjoy your weekend. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care of yourself and take care of your family.